Hey guys, it's Jagan here from NashbyGaming, and welcome back to another episode of AimWatch, the series where we teach you, the viewer, about how to aim better in Overwatch. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on crosshair placement, more specifically with McCree and Soldier. So crosshair placement is the act of keeping the crosshair where you think the enemy is going to show up or appear. So for example, as I walk out of the Dorado spawn, I keep my crosshair up top on this ledge where the enemies are likely to stand at the beginning of the round to take pot shots. I don't want to be keeping my crosshair on this wall, because frankly no one will come out of it. Also, if I keep my crosshair on the wall, I'll have to hit a huge flicks, which are very difficult to do, just to hit the person standing on the ledge. It would be much better if I kept my crosshair on the ledge to start, so as I peek the corner, I have to hit a much easier flick. As I go around this corner, I use my A and D keys to peek each angle, so that way when I go around the angle and end up peeking it, I know exactly where to shoot to hit the enemies. As I walk up here, I keep my crosshair on the Hanzo, so that way I can keep shooting him as I make my advance. Moving right along, I keep my crosshair right where I think the enemy is going to be and clear out angles slowly, so that way I don't have to hit very difficult flicks. Alright, so let's say you've taken this point on Dorado, so now you'll need to advance the payload. So what we can do is, most likely there's going to be a player on this ledge, so we can keep our crosshair there, so that way when the player does appear there, taking a pot shot at our team, we can easily shoot them. We don't want to be coming out aiming at the ground like this, because we'll have to hit a huge flick just to hit the Hanzo standing up there, or any other hero. Now, as we advance, we keep our crosshair trained on the position where the enemies are likely to be, and as we move along, we keep our crosshair on the edge where the enemy is going to be, and not on the wall. See, if I keep the crosshair on the wall, I would have to hit a huge flick from there all the way to the side. If I kept my crosshair on the edge like this, however, as I walk around, the enemy will come right into my sight and I can pull the trigger and secure easy kills. Going right along, as I keep my crosshair on the edge, it helps a lot in order to minimize the flick distance and help me hit more shots. For our final example of crosshair placement, we have one here on King's Row. So say your team is pushed in and you want to push in with them. So what you don't want to be doing is keeping your crosshair on the door like that, but instead keeping your crosshair on the edges of cover where you think the enemies are most likely to spring up, as I said earlier. So here I'm using this cover and jiggle peeking with my A and D keys in order to ensure that I'm hard to hit, but I can hit the enemy Zarya. After capturing the payload, I can move along continuing to use my good crosshair placement. For example, an enemy could come out of that tunnel, so I want to be ready and keep my crosshair right next to it. I don't want to be keeping my crosshair like on the wall here, however, because then I would have to hit a flick to wherever the enemy ends up coming from. Moving right along, I keep my crosshair on these edges, between these two edges, so that way when the enemy peeks and shows their head, bang, I can hit it. I'm using the payload for cover and using my A and D keys to strafe in and out behind it as I clear each angle at a time. Well, it's been Jagly here with NashbyGaming, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and or learned something. Please feel free to subscribe and or leave a like, as it would immensely help out the channel, as we are fairly small and new here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and please feel free to stick around and check out some of our other guides, such as our Zarya aim guide and our Farah map guides.